I'm not buying it. I ain't buying it. What if you don't buy the grand overarching narrative of conventional society? What if you just don't buy the generic cliches and glittering generalities that society tells you? Like what if you just don't buy the rags to riches story of the guy that came from nothing, from the dirt, whatever you want to call it, and amassed a great fortune? What what if you just don't buy that without some perpetual loop of positive reinforcement that that guy that's trying to sell you that rags to riches story isn't accounting for due to his survivorship bias? Wouldn't equal the outcome that he's trying to sell you. It wouldn't. What if you just don't buy these things? What if you just, they say these empty, nebulous, vague notions. Like they're not even well thought out hypotheses, theories. No, they're just some guy said something, some guy put something in a book, and then a bunch of people just repeated it. Now I'm gonna say it and repeat it and regurgitate it, perpetuate it, as if it holds any merit in reality. What if you just don't buy those things? What if you just say, let's dissect this. Like, what the language that this person is using? What do they actually mean? How does that play out in reality? What if you just don't buy these things? 'Cause I think, at a base level, to be a quote unquote functioning member of conventional Western society, Western civilization, to a degree you have to buy into these sorts of notions. These notions of meritocracy, these notions of every person is born equal. These notions of consumerism. What if you don't subscribe to Judeo-Christian values? What if you don't subscribe to tribalism? What if you don't subscribe to hustle culture? What if you don't subscribe to capitalism? What if? If so, then what? Is there a place for you in society? That's what I'm trying to figure out. Like, what if you don't buy that the guy with 1 million followers asking all of his followers to pay him $1 so that he can show them how to become a millionaire? What if I don't buy that? What if I don't buy that the guy selling the $1,000 courses has some secret knowledge that everyone else doesn't have, and that you have to pay him to gain access to because vibes, because vibrations, because chakras or something? I don't know. What if I don't buy that? What if you don't buy that? What if whatever society's selling, you ain't buying? What if you're not a quote unquote normie, someone who subscribes to the overarching grand narrative of conventional society? What if you're not an extroverted optimist? What if you're not all of these traits that society either blatantly, overtly, or de facto require you to fulfill to be considered a functioning member of society? What if you find existence unappealing, arduous, and if you were to follow through with it, it would have been not worth it? What if you want nothing that life has to offer? What if you don't want money, power, fame, sex, drugs, family, friends? What if you don't want any of these things? What if you don't meet the standards of conventional society? What if you don't subscribe to the notions of conventional society? What if you ain't buying it? What if you are not convinced of it? God comes up to you and, he's trying to convince you, he's trying to formulate a plan to capture Santa Claus. And he's like, yeah, man, we're going to set a bear trap. We're going to put a bear trap on the chimney. And then when Santa Claus comes to jump down the chimney, he's going to get caught and we're going to catch Santa Claus. And you're like, I don't buy it. He's like, what do you mean you don't buy it, man? We're going to put the bear trap and Santa Claus is going to jump in the bear trap when he tries to jump in the chimney. I don't think you understand what I mean when I say I don't buy it. I'm not having a small disagreement in the intricacies of how we're going to capture Santa Claus. It's not like I'm saying, no, don't put the bear trap in the chimney, put it in the fireplace. So when he jumps in the chimney, he's caught. No, I'm not saying that. I'm saying I don't believe that Santa Claus exists. That's what I'm saying. You can't control what you're convinced of. You're either convinced or you're not. You don't control your beliefs. What if you're simply not convinced?